Alright, hey everyone, Simon here. We're playing Assassin's Creed 3, and in between the last video and this one, I went and did all the ship missions, and as I predicted, they were literally all of them just sailing in, destroying a few ships, and then that's the mission. Sometimes there's a few rocks, sometimes there's a few waypoints. I think there was one particular mission you had to defend an area for like 5 minutes. But overall, it's just you sail the ship and you kill a few ships and that's the mission. So really nothing interesting at all. Although with the upgraded ship, it's tolerable. Like you're no longer trying to sail a brick. It's actually kind of entertaining blowing up other ships instead of trying to struggle against the ship itself. So it has some entertainment value, but not very much. It's just kind of doing the same thing 15 times. And there's no rewards really anyway, so it's kind of not very good. But it was okay. It was okay. All right, so there's nothing else for us to do except to do the next quest, I believe. And the next quest is in the frontier here for some reason. So let us come over here. Where should we fast travel to? Let me fast travel to here. And then we will run our way up to the mission and see what kind of shenanigans we're going to get up to. I guess we are going to fight the Independence War or something. Let's see what happens. So, according to the story, the colonies have declared independence. And now General Washington, or the Templars are trying to kill General Washington because I don't know what they want. Like, they keep telling us that they're not working with the British, but then I don't know. I think they're trying to seize control of the colonies by undermining the Patriots and taking control for themselves. I still don't really understand what their plan is, and the whole point of the story is that they never tell you what their actual plan is. Like, every time you kill one of them, they say, "Oh, you think you know what you're doing, actually you don't know what you're doing," and then they never actually tell you what they're doing. So at this point we have no idea if they actually have a good plan or not, or if they even have a plan or not. But they seem really convinced that they are actually doing the right thing, and you don't know why, and you have no way to judge whether or not they're correct because they never tell you what they're doing. Alright, so we're just gonna scamper through the snow. So the animations is slightly insane. What is she doing? Is she feeding chickens here, or is she planting something? Anyway, whatever it is, she's throwing things onto the snow, so she's slightly insane. I mean, they've made this game with seasons and weather effects, so rains and snows and things, and that's kind of interesting. But as you can see with that woman, they haven't quite gotten it. They haven't quite gotten it, correct. She's like, I don't know, she's feeding chickens in the snow or something, and there's no chickens. So whatever it is she's doing, she's not supposed to be doing that. And maybe that's just a symptom of what this game actually is. They made a new game engine, and the game engine is not actually ready. I mean, it's mostly ready. We haven't crashed very much. I think we crashed like once in the whole recording session. So I mean, it's stable. It's mostly here, but it's not quite good enough, to be perfectly honest. I mean, there's still issues and there's still problems with the parkour, and I keep feeling like they've spent so much of their resources on the game engine that...
I've got a clear shot.
Oh, let me just kill this guy. They spent so much of their resources on the game engine that they actually never had time or resources to design proper parkour puzzles and proper quests. Because, in the previous Assassin's Creed games, there's always parkour puzzles, whereas in this game, like the Underground for example, you literally walk through an underground maze. and there's so few interesting moments. Like there's so few parkour puzzles compared to previous Assassin's Creed games. It doesn't the entertainment quality of it feels a lot like the first Assassin's Creed game. Assassin's Creed 1, remember that? Where all the missions were vaguely similar and there was kind of flags everywhere, just going around and kill people. So it was like a very basic game with very little interest to it. And that's kind of like how this is. It's like, I guess they used the Assassin's Creed 1 engine for Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood and Revelations. I mean, the engine it was improved over time, but they didn't remake the whole engine. They kind of just made a few improvements and then make a sequel. But here, it seems quite clear that they've just remade the whole engine. Maybe it was time to do that. Maybe they needed to do that. But the consequence is that they just didn't spend enough resources making a good game. So the engine's here, the game design not so much. I was thinking maybe Assassin's Creed 4 will be better, like if they just kind of use this engine. And then for the next game, they just spend all their time on game design and level design and parkour design and gameplay. Then maybe the next game will be really good. But this one is certainly lacking in the design. It's very, very clearly not as good as the other Assassin's Creed games. Up until this point. The same, yeah, really, just the same quality as Assassin's Creed 1. Alright, there's Patriots camping out here, and there's a massive battlefield here, just waiting for us to come and start the quest. Amazing. So everyone's just sitting around doing nothing until we come here. After, spending hours in underground tunnels. But now that we're here, the war can start, I think. Okay, where am I going? Where am I going and why? They're camping in the snow. It must be terrible. I mean, look at this thing. Imagine sleeping in that. It's like sub-zero degrees outside. Sub-zero temperatures. Terrible. Hi. Hi, is that Washington? Missing supplies. Hey, Washington, what's up?
Commander.
Connor.
Any word on Lee?
Not yet. My apologies. I've been distracted. Supply caravans meant for the camp have gone missing. I suspect treachery. A traitor named Benjamin Church, recently released from prison, has vanished as well. The two events are surely related.
What was his crime?
He was caught sending letters to the Loyalists, detailing our troop strength. He claimed it was a scare tactic, that we might avoid war. A poor lie.
I will find Church for you.
Why? What reason have you to help?
Does it matter?
As you wish. We've received reports of trouble along the southern road. Might be he's responsible. I suggest you begin your search there.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yes, it matters. Yes, it matters because he can't trust anyone. Just tell him you hate the English or something. Like, how does that? Why am I talking to him?
Ah, Connor. What do you think of my work thus far?
The men are bolstered, focused. It is good you have come.
You are too kind. Lord knows my journey was far from certain. The trials we suffered getting here were strange and many. I dressed as a woman, Connor, to evade British spies. Did you know that?
I did not. As a woman, you say?
It is the truth. King George had already stopped our crossing once in Bordeaux, threatening to seize my newly purchased ship, La Victoire, and arrest me. But I was born stubborn, and such a warning could not dissuade me. So we rode for Spain and bought passage aboard the ship there. George's spies had followed us every step of the way. Disguise was the only remaining option, mon Dieu.
No man can doubt your commitment, and you are invaluable to the cause. You did what you needed to do. I am certain I would have done the same.
But of course you would. I expect nothing less.
Who is this guy and why are we so friendly? So there might be a missing quest there or something, because I don't know who that guy is. And I don't think he's appeared in the game before. But we're really friendly with him. And I don't know why. Anyway, we're gonna find some caravans. Is there gonna be a massive battle here? I think there is. I think the English are gonna come charging out of the trees or something. That's gonna be awesome when that happens. In the meantime, let's come over here. Scamper through the snow. So the rabbits are specially adapted to run on top of the snow, like they're just light enough. And they also like use the flat of their feet, like they have kind of like big feet so that they don't sink into the snow. It allows the rabbits to outrun foxes in the winter as well, I believe. Alright, what's going on here? I'm going into the church. We're looking for a man named Church inside a church.
Father. Connor, any last words? Wait. A poor choice.
Come to check up on Church? Make sure he'd stolen enough for your British brothers?
Benjamin Church is no brother of mine. No more than the Redcoats or their idiot king. Oh, I expected naivete, but this... The Templars do not fight for the crown. We seek the same as you, boy. Freedom, justice, independence.
But
But what?
Johnson, Pitcairn, Hickey, they sought to steal land, to sack towns, to murder George Washington.
Johnson sought to own the land, that we might keep it safe. Pitcairn aimed to encourage diplomacy, which you cocked up thoroughly enough to start a goddamn war. And Hickey? George Washington is a wretched leader. He's lost nearly every battle in which he's taken part. The man's racked with uncertainty and insecurity. Only look at Valley Forge to know my words are true. We're all better off without him. Look, much as I'd love to spar with you, Benjamin Church's mouth is as big as his ego. You clearly want the supplies he's stolen. I want him punished. Our interests are aligned.
For now.
What do you propose?
A truce. Perhaps some time together might do us good. You are my son, after all, and might still be saved from your ignorance. I can kill you now, if you prefer.
Can we fight? Can we just do a little bit of fisticuffs?
Shall we both?
Can we spar a
Do you
bit?
even know where Benjamin Church has gone?
I'm afraid not. I'd hoped to ambush him when he or one of his men returned here. It seems I'm too late. They've come and cleared the place out.
Use
I
your,
may be able to track him.
use your ego vision, bros. You both have ego vision. Maybe if you like combine your powers, you'd be like a massive ego vision. That makes no sense anyway. We are going to look at bits of wood.
There
Well-
were rations inside the crates. Medical supplies and clothing as well.
Alright, well, we've got Hatham with us. Can I punch him? We can't punch him. I'm trying real hard. I can like push him a little bit. No, we can't punch him. Alright, well, we can't punch him. Search zone narrowed. I'm on level 1 notoriety, so let's avoid walking in front of these guys. Although maybe if I do, I can get Hatham killed. Oh wait. Here we go.
Snow has obscured the tracks, but enough remains that we can still follow.
Oh, not really, let's avoid talking to them. Too late. Should I leave Hatham to get killed? Probably not. Alright, let's just chop these guys until they die. That's really good. Chop him till he dies. Chop him a few more times. Disarm. Chop, 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 chop. There you go. Disarm. Chop him a few times. Hey, Hatham killed that guy. Good job, Dad. You killed one of them. That's amazing, Dad. Good job. I'm proud of you, Dad.